one of the worst parts of the movie was that, like, Bella, well, first off, Bella was so freaking tan.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
distractingly so. Like, fake tanned. And I was like, why are you so tan? You live in Forks, Washington.
There's no sun.
Yeah, like, why are you so tan? Presumably it was because she was getting married and decided to fake tan. Like, she was getting ready and, like, Alice was like, wear these shoes, do this thing, whatever. One of the best parts is Alice is, like, having her wear these spike heels. And she's like, can I just go barefoot? And I'm like, surely we can have a middle ground here.
Yeah.
Because Alice is like, no, you gotta wear these.
Flats.
Yeah, sensible flats. Maybe some white Converse.
Yeah. It's the early 2000s. Converse.
Yeah. Yeah, and the entire, like, I think they were trying to build up some sort of like, foreboding, like, something's gonna happen, like, she knows that she's gonna, you know, have this baby and it's gonna go bad, or that something bad's gonna happen. But, like, they didn't do it well enough, so the wedding was just really awkward and just, like, uncomfortable, and she looked weird, and her makeup looked weird. She just looked different and weird, and I was like, you don't look like Kristen Stewart right now. Who am I watching getting married? Why aren't you excited about getting married? Why isn't this romantic? Why isn't the good song written for this playing? Like, why? Like, this, I was like ready. I was like ready to be there for her.
I'm sad I didn't get to make fellow bridesmaid nails, but I'm okay with missing that movie because I don't know.
She didn't deserve it, to be
She
honest.
didn't
They
deserve
didn't. I showed up ready to party, and Bella was like, I don't know. And I'm like, girl, I made a full...
Give me the dress. I'll do it better.
I made a full set of press-ons for this. A full set!
That's 10 nails, goddamn.
Put on a head in the face, Bella. Her dress also is very bad. Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanaticure, on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danny, and you can find me as Danny Shout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back, and it's just the two of us. Isn't that nice?
We can make it if we try. Yeah, it is just Danny and I for once in our life. Danny and I were joking. We have a lost episode. Because we recorded before I went to Canada, because I did go to Canada. And then we were like, I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're recording a new one today. Oh, I said I was going to grease my chair today, and that didn't happen. So we're going to have one more episode with every once in a while just being like...
Hang on, maybe I'll join in.
I keep hearing that if you use WD-40 once, you'll be using it for the rest of your life because, like, it gets dirty and you need to re-add it. But maybe I just need to submit.
That's how you'll live your life, you know?
That's just how I'm going to live my life.
I've heard that, too, about, like, WD-40 isn't the miracle the memes say that it is. It's really just a Band-Aid solution. But, you know, I can reapply a Band-Aid.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's been a long one. So I was supposed to be back from Canada on Sunday. We were supposed to have polish pickup bingo on Sunday, and then we changed it to Monday, and then we changed it to Tuesday, and it was time for polish pickup, and I still wasn't home.
You were still in Canada. Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, I'm not going to burden our listeners with my entire sordid tale of traveling to and from Canada. But what I will say is that Air Canada did two things. One thing, they sold off my separate seat for my fat butt. That I paid for.
That you paid for. Oh,
yeah, they sold it out from under me, and then I had to explain like 15 times that I was fat and needed two seats, and they were like, "You're what?
Do they not?
You're fat?
Do they not have fat people in Canada?"
They don't. I was the first fat person in Canada, actually.
Well, I mean,
yeah, they gave me an award
or something like that. But
one small step for fat and one giant leap for fat kind. Yeah, Yeah, I actually did keep messaging Vero, one of my mods, and one of my best friends. I just kept messaging, like, are you guys excited to meet the first fat person in Canada?
Oh my god.
No, they actually have laws in Canada about not charging people for an extra seat. It was a mess. So it was a mess there. And then on the way back, there were snowstorms, which was not Air Canada's fault. It was Canada itself's fault.
I was going to say, it's just Canada.
It's just Canada's fault there. But yeah, and then they finally booked me on a flight with an impossible layover. And so I had to stay in Vancouver overnight. And then I finally got home I got home 5 minutes after we would have started polish pickup. And I said, I need to hold my cat, cry, and spend 24 uninterrupted hours with my husband.
Yes. So no bingo, and that's totally fine.
No bingo. But it was a boring month in my opinion, but not in Danny's opinion. Danny, what do you think about polish pickup this month?
Yeah, polish pickup. I know you weren't the only one who thought that, and I was surprised because I was like, I found a lot of things I like. So the theme was rainy days, which I thought was a really cute theme. And there was a bunch of, obviously it was a lot of blues and stuff, but there's also some surprises. Like, I didn't end up getting this one, but Cupcake Polish put out a really cute yellow polish with a blue shimmer in it, and we both love contrasting shimmers, and I just thought it was so cute. I don't know, I liked it.
You know, like, I looked at some of the spoilers on the Facebook group, and there are definitely some that looked good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say they didn't look good. When I heard rainy days, I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Like, what can you do with that?
But you know, people did find things, and also I know at least 2 of them based their polishes off of the Garbage song, I'm Only Happy When It Rains, and I thought that was pretty cool. I will say that my big thing that I decided this month was I just went to Canada. I just spent a bunch of money. I have a lot of other things to do. We're not doing Mingo. I'm just going to pretend polish pickup doesn't exist just for 1 month. I did look at the stamping plates, and I didn't care about any of them.
No, I did not get any like nail adjacent things this month. There was nothing that interested me because I've already re-upped on nail oil last time and stuff, so like I was good, didn't need any more of that. Funny enough, this is the 1 month I caved and actually bought a thermal.
Mark it on your bingo cards. I know everyone's listening with their bingo cards just opening.
Oh, a thermal and a magnetic. So yeah, go ahead and fill out your bingo cards. But yeah, I got Sassy Sauce's Why So Serious? Like Serious Clouds, not Serious, Cirrus? I don't know how to say the cloud name. Anyway, but it's a purple to yellow thermal. And like that was a cool contrast. So
I have been looking at that one. That was actually one that if we had done polish pickup bingo, I probably would have bought. And I want to say I do want to do a little shout out right now because I saw it first swatched on Quality Nails. My friend Stacy, who went with me, and Hillary to Arizona. I saw it swatched on her Instagram, and I just want to say, like, Quality Nails, she is killing it right now. She really, one thing, Sassy Sauce PR, hi, officially jealous of you.
Yeah.
It's official. I'm jealous. I love Sassy Sauce. So, and she's just swatching up a storm. She's got PR from Noodles Nail Polish and from Plus Life, which is a new company. And of course, Orly, which I'm not mad about or salty at all. And it's fine. I'm cool over here without that.
I did actually end up getting the Noodles nail polish as well, so it's funny. Quality Nails is swatching for all of my favorite polish pickup brands, apparently.
yeah, like, it's like not only is she swatching, but it's just like, look at all this gorgeous nail polish, and you know, that's just gonna be her life. So everybody do follow Quality Nails. She is getting some great PR, doing some great swatches, and yeah, just amazing. Great job, yes. Stacy.
Good job, Stacy.
Okay, so you got Why So Serious. What else?
Yes, so I got that one, and I had to get the Danny Vienna, oh gosh, how do you even say this? Nouvelle vie? I don't know. I don't speak French. But anyway, it's this like Shrek green polish with red flakies in it. It's pretty gross, and I love it.
Oh, I did. I also saw that
Yes.
one, and I was like...
Well, because it says it's inspired by new leaves on rose bushes and stuff. And, like, if you've ever seen, like, yeah, like a rose bush or honestly, any plant, they kind of turn this, like, sickly yellow-green color, and then they put out new leaves, and it's kind of gross looking, and I like it. I like how accurate it portrays that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize how accurate it was. And I love that. That's really cool. I did see it and thought that's certainly a vibe that I don't want right now.
Yeah.
But congratulations on having a vibe.
Yes.
I think it's good. I think it's better to have one than not, even if it's in regards to nail polish, even if it's one that I don't want.
Yeah, if you're going to go on polish pickup, you better bring a vibe. You better stand out in some way because us bingo ladies are coming for you.
Yeah, and we will make fun of your, as we consider boring polish. I mean,
there's lots of very pretty polishes.
There's very pretty polishes, but you gotta make the content somewhere.
I'm looking for vibes.
We're looking for vibes. Now,
Bluebird brought the vibes. They have this one called Rainstorming, which, great name. But it's a magnetic with a dark gray blue metallic flakies. And really, it's those blue flakies with the red magnetic stripe that contrast so nicely. It really does look like a city street, you know, at night when it's raining. Like, oh man, it's a really cool polish. So thank you, Bluebird, for not making another teal holographic and instead making something really cool.
I think that they've been getting the memo. The memo because the last few have not been teal holographics. And they've been really fabulous. This one, I remember you posted it in my Discord. And you were comparing it to a Victorian varnish, which I think we're going to talk about a little later. And everybody said Bluebird, Bluebird.
And really it was just those blue flakies that kind of tipped the scales, and deservingly so. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to try this on.
Yeah. Shout out also to Polish Pickup because I just completely butchered the word Bluebird in the search and hit enter, and they were like, "We got you.
We got you. We know what you're looking for."
We're like, Bluebird, you're fine. The store isn't closed yet, so if I'm not too careful, I will.
You might end up adding something.
I might, in fact, buy something.
Yeah, I meant to, because like last polish pickup for January, no, not January, sorry, February, I only bought 2. I was so proud of myself. I was like, look at me, only buying 2 polishes from Polish Pickup. I can do this. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
So this month you got 6?
I got 6. I didn't mean to.
Dang, I thought I was bad last month with my 5. But
no,
one
I'm
more
bad.
Makes you worse. And that makes me feel better.
That's good. I'm here to be the bad example because I'm bad at polish pickup. I spend way too much money.
So last month was the movie quotes. What did you get from last month?
Last month, the only ones I got was Rogue Lacquer's I Am Your Father, which normally I wouldn't go for this because it's just like a dark black jelly base with some blue flakies in it, which is very pretty. But they added red reflective glitters. And I was like, oh, and it's Star Wars? Oh, okay, I got it. It
was really good. It was really good. That polish
really
was great.
Pretty. And then, of course, I had to get Glisten and Glows. Bing bong, bing bong.
That one. Oh, that one was
it's
so
obnoxious
gorgeous.
And adorable.
Yeah, I didn't get either of those. And I'll tell you why I didn't get either of those. One thing with Bing Bong, I may end up going on the Glisten and Glow website and buying that because I loved it. However, I chose, because it was movie quotes and because I am getting back to my roots. I almost was a film director. I almost went into film directing, and then I decided I wanted to do theater more. And then I decided I wanted to be a confused millennial and have no idea what I wanted to do. That was a decision I made. But
it was conscious. It was calculated.
Yeah, exactly. But I have been going back to my roots recently, largely in thanks to my friend Nikki, who has gotten me back into watching movies. And so movie quotes were right up my alley. And I said, this time we are just going for vibes. We are just like, I am going to go, if it's a movie quote that I like from a movie I love, and they have captured that movie quote, or even if I'm not sure if they captured that movie quote, but I like the quote enough, I'm going to go for it. And so I got 5, which is a lot for me from Polish Pickup. And the thing that I think is so crazy about what I got last month is that they are all cool tones. But yeah, I got, so what I'm wearing right now is Bella, Where the Hell Have You Been, Loca? By Sweetheart Polish. Which I gotta say, if you want to go check out our bingo, which right now is on Fanaticure Archives, that YouTube channel, we are eventually going to be making our own YouTube channel where we will be putting up our Polish Pickup bingos, like just for Two Lacquered Ladies. So keep your eyes open for that. It might be there, but the reaction I had to this, Nick's Polish did say that it will live rent free in his head forever. He was very happy because he's like, there's one you're gonna freak out about. Like, and I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'll not try not to spoil myself. And then we saw it and we were just cracking up.
Yes.
But it is a teal linear hollow with a very, very light smattering of, I think, silver reflective. I'm not sure. It's just like a little tiny bit of reflective, so I'm not certain what color it is. I think it's silver though. And then kind of a yellow, bronzy, contrasting shimmer. It looks kind of like Orly's Metamorphosis had like a turquoisey baby with a hollow mom. Because Metamorphosis is the dad, of course.
Yes, and I'm assuming, do you think Orly would be the imprinting creepy werewolf parent, or would it be would be the hollow?
Well, there's not, okay, so he's not the parent, thank goodness.
Oh, right, but I forgot. Yeah, I forgot how all that works. I don't, oh my goodness.
Danny,
these movies are so dumb.
It's very complicated. This is what I learned, because I have a secret. Danny knows the secret, but I'm going to tell all of you now. And I will also mention that right before I went to Canada and right after, the last 2 things that I did really were I watched Twilight Eclipse with the Discord. Then I went to Canada. Then I streamed Bella's Bridesmaid's Nails when I got back from Canada on that Friday. And then we watched Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1, which, by the way, I will say so far has been the worst movie in the series, but also more entertaining than the 2 between the first Twilight and this. But the makeup was awful. The lighting was awful. The sound design, I was just like, how is this happening? This is a major motion picture. Like,
it's because everyone working on it didn't care.
They just did not care. And, so, forgive me, God, but I guess there's a scene, because Bella gets pregnant by Edward. It's not going well. They don't know if they're going to be able to keep Bella and the baby. So Edward talks to Jacob and I guess tells him...
Really great movie for teens.
It's a really good movie for impressionable teens. Okay, no shade to anybody who has this situation in their real life where they're impregnated by a vampire and then decides instead of having that baby to be impregnated by their werewolf friend. But
we're just friends.
We're just friends. I just want puppies. Okay. But basically, Edward approaches Jacob and is like, if this doesn't work out, will you give Bella puppies, as Nikki so eloquently said. And this conversation happened, and in true me fashion, I kind of spaced out, everybody. I kind of spaced out just a touch.
You had another wait. They're in Italy?
That's every time. And that happens to me all the time when I'm watching movies on my own. Is like there'll be a lull and then something important will happen. And in that lull, I start like drifting. And then the important thing will happen. I'll be like, okay, what the heck? I had to rewind. But I didn't want to stop and make everybody else rewind. Although I do occasionally do that. Go like, stop, what the heck happened? But yeah, so everybody in the chat just starts going like, oh my god, that part, oh my god, and just like emojis and stuff. And I'm like, Someone will explain this to me later. I can't tell them. I have no idea what just happened.
Can't admit. You know what movie does not have a lull that I highly recommend that I finally saw like 2 months late?
What?
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Y'all, that movie was unnecessarily good, and everyone should go see it. Oh my god.
Didn't it outrank the new Avatar on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, and deservingly so. Avatar was beautiful, but the characters are boring and the story is stupid. Whereas Puss in Boots, characters are on point, story is captivating, the colors, like it was more vivid than Avatar somehow. Like, oh man, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, y'all. That's where it's at. DreamWorks is my favorite animation studio, besides maybe like Don Bluth, but they don't make movies anymore.
You're allowed to have a new favorite. You should be able to move on.
Yeah, I'm allowed to move on, and it's DreamWorks. It's been DreamWorks for a long time, and I didn't want to admit it for whatever reason, because they do put out some not great movies every now and then. But man, when they hit a banger, they hit a banger.
I'm pretty sure that if you're going to love a mainstream studio, you've got to just accept the fact that not everything they do is going to be great.
Orly put out the Pop collection. I still get Color Pass. I mean,
even not mainstream, if you're going to love something, you're going to have to accept that they're not always going to be the best.
They're not always going to be perfect.
Drew Gooden on YouTube put out a video this last month and I was like, I don't care about this video. And it's not very Drew Gooden-y. But you know what? He'll make new videos. He'll make other stuff.
Another one.
He'll make another one. We can have a lull. He makes 12 videos a year. I can wait.
Oh, so what else did you get?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's only going to take me 3 hours to tell you what I got. The other one that I got was, of course, Just Fear Me, Love Me, Do As I Say, which is one of my absolute favorite lines from Labyrinth. And so I'm really excited to have this. Labyrinth, it's always been one of my favorite movies. It's becoming my favorite movie right now. So I got that. I got Truffle Shuffle by Heather Hughes because I am a pretty big fan of the Goonies. And oh my goodness, they matched Chunk's shirt so well. I was just when I saw that, I was like, how can I resist this?
How can you say no? Yeah.
How can I say no? So
that's how I was with the Star Wars one. I was like, I have to get a Star Wars polish.
Danny loves a Star War.
I love a Star War.
I didn't know I was a kid, but I got bigger fish to fry nowadays. And by bigger, I mean smaller. Okay. Then I got Another Dimension by Emily DeMolly, which is based off of Event Horizon. I love Event Horizon, and this is kind of it's kind of hard to describe what's going on in this polish, but it's kind of like a light blue with black and iridescent flakies, and then kind of a yellow to red almost shimmer inside it, and it really does make me think of sci-fi horror, and so I felt like that would be just really good for some sort of sci-fi horror mani. I also love Event Horizon, so that all fit. So I got that. I was just like, just do it, just get it. Yeah, this kind of the ocean one, and also the Halloween one. I feel like with Polish Pickup in Me, it's I'll be like, no, you gotta control yourself. And then there'll be occasional themes where I'm like, nope, this is the one you're gonna go off the rails.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's fair. I think if you have, your favorite things, movies or, for me, apparently water-based things are my favorite because I went nuts for the ocean themed and the rain theme.
you just love, I don't like water that much, but the ocean themed one, that got me.
I'm always a firebender when I take those personality quizzes, so I don't know what this is.
It's it's your forbidden love. Your forbidden love of water.
That's what it is.
And speaking of, the last one that I got was I got You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat, which is the Cupcake Jaws themed polish, which if you look at the original poster for Jaws, this polish looks like somebody put it in a shredder and then put it in a bottle of nail polish.
I wanted to get that one, but I talked myself out of it because I have never actually seen the movie. But no, they nailed it with that one. It's really cool.
Yeah, we watch it every single 4th of July because it actually takes place over 4th of July weekend. Every single year I do a Jaws mani. and I thought I had to have this, and I should be making a video featuring this polish pretty soon, so I'm really excited about that. I've been waiting for the polish to do that video, and so now that it's here, it's like, Stephanie, make a video.
It's time.
It is time. But what are the rest of the polishes that you got from this month?
Okay, so the Noodles nail polish is this really pretty soft blue with pink glitters in it called Roses and Raindrops. It's just cute. It's just, cute. I mistakenly had my husband like look at my wish list first to help me narrow things down because I knew I was getting too many polishes, and he was like immediately like, take that off, like you don't need another. He calls them confettis. He's like, you don't need another confetti. And I was like, okay, and then I secretly added it back on.
Well, the husband doesn't know.
But yeah, I need my Krellies with glitter. Like, I can't. I need them.
We need our glitter Krellies, everybody, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's who I am. It's not a phase.
It's a personality choice.
Like, Kelly Marissa's been saying I'm in a topper phase for like 3 years now. Kelly, give it up. You like toppers? It's okay. Femme Fatale Cosmetics Mystical Fairy Tale. It's this just really pretty bluish green with lots of different types of glitters in it. It's just pretty. Yeah. Just needed it. It says inspired by a fog-shrouded unicorn. And I'm like, yes.
That's what I want my life to be inspired by.
Right? And then I got one. I think I would normally consider this a semi-boring polish, but it just really intrigued me. It's from Moonshine Manny, called Have You Ever Seen the Rain, which I love that song. And it's just a nice violet with some shimmers and hollow flakies in it. And it's just nice, It was just a nice month.
Yeah. Very, very
So I'm
nice.
very happy.
Yeah, luckily I'm not the one of course that is screaming out to me. And if Husbando was here, he'd probably be like, just get it, Steph. Just get it. Is the Why So Serious. But I'm gonna close this window.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist.
I had to do that with a few windows this month. I gave in to some, but there were others I managed to resist somehow.
Because I have made some purchases also. I mean, obviously I went to Canada. I purchased many things from Canada. But I bought a few nail polishes. I bought 4 nail polishes in Canada. So I bought 3 black hearts from Hot Topic because we were at the largest mall in North America, which was the West Edmonton Mall. We went with Vero and Cannon Frauder from my chat and my mod team. And then also we met up with Doomed Red Shirt, also from my mod team.
I'm so jealous. I want to meet Doomed.
Oh, you do want to meet Doomed. You do want to meet Doomed. Like, oh my gosh. We just had, the 4 of us just had such a fabulous time. It was just so much fun. Like, first off, we went on a road trip in the middle of winter, in the middle of basically Midwestern Canada. We went from Saskatchewan to, like, Alberta, and you're not supposed to do that because if your car breaks down, sometimes maybe you die of freezing. But, we did it anyway.
You had a dog.
Yeah, I did have a dog. Yeah, we brought their dog. We brought Vero and Cannon's dog, Brooks, with us. And he is such a sweet dog. Oh my gosh. Like, such a chill, sweet dog. He was such a good boy. I don't think he did one naughty thing the whole time I was there. And he was in a hotel room with all of our stuff for like 6 hours. Yeah. So, like, good boy. A very
Shout
good boy.
Shout out to Brooks the good boy.
Shout out to Brooks the good boy. He was sitting next to me in the car on his little dog bed on, like, a folded down seat. And so I was just like looking out at the snow, just more snow than I've ever seen in my life because I'm from Orange County, California. We go to snow for, vacation.
Yeah, that's the exotic sights.
That's the exotic sight. I don't do that because I'm a little wimp. So I've never been in more than just like a slight glazing of snow. Other than that, yeah, I've only seen pictures. So just looking out at this gray landscape, bundled up in the back of this car with a dog and snackies, and it was incredible. It was incredible. Huge shout out to Cannon Frauder, who drove the whole time, 8 hours, both ways, practically nonstop. Yes. Yeah, incredibly grateful. Yeah, and then we met up with Doomed, and just like it has been every time I've met anybody who I have experienced through video chats online, it was just a continuation of us hanging out.
Yeah.
It really was. It just really felt so natural, and Doomed and I shared a bed.
Yes, you are real friends now.
We're real friends now. Danny and I need to share a bed sometime.
Sometime. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen because you're not really my friend unless you've quite literally slept with me. Which so far we've got 3 in the adult life. Well, no, we have more left, but we got 3 recently. Which is a couple years ago. I slept in a full-size bed for a vacation with Vero.
Oh, that's little.
It was very tight, but we made it work. And then I slept with Quality Nails Stacy on the trip to Arizona, and now I have slept with Doomed, and so I'm making my way through all the other nail artists. Just making my way downtown, walking fast. Faces fast and homebound.
I was trying to remember the lines. I was like, what is the next?
So we went to the mall, and it's a very big mall, and we did a lot of shopping. So I bought the 3 black hearts, which are, like I said, the Hot Topic polishes. They're in these little skull bottles. I don't have them up here right now, but they are so stinking cute. I love them so much. I got one that was basically a dupe of Pink Hair Don't Care by Kelly Marissa and Loud. So a hot pink and black glitter. Another one that was another Loud dupe. It was a dupe of Peggy, their teal and black glitter.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got a purple metallic that was called, wait for this very, very special name. Purple Metallic.
Blackheart does it again. Hitting us with those great puns.
It said awesome. Purple Metallic, and I looked, and that's exactly what it was. Great job.
I mean, at least they weren't being trolls, right? Because how funny would it be to order a purple metallic and a cream shows up and it's like not even purple. It's like a weird
you're like,
brown.
What is this? Why? What? So I got those, and then also I wanted some nail polish that was only sold in Canada. So I was like, take me to your Canadian drugstore, please. Yes. Take me to Shoppers Drug Mart. And I believe that their house brand, as far as I can tell, because it's a house brand, it's kind of hard to find information on it, is Quo. Q-U-O.
Okay.
Quo.
Qual.
Qual. And so I bought a polish from there, and they actually had a lot of nice polishes, including like there was a holo chunky glitter, which like I don't like holo chunky glitter, but they had it.
It's cool to see that in a drugstore. Yeah,
it's cool to see that in a drugstore store brand. Yeah, and so I got one called Midnight Magic that I thought was a black with like purple sparkles and blue sparkles. Like a black jelly, but it was actually a dark red jelly with red and blue sparkles. It was like, there's a picture of it actually on Instagram, Danny. There's a picture of me, a picture of me holding it over the snow. Look at the second picture.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I see the red. Yeah, it's pretty. I can see like why if you thought it was black, it'd be like kind of shocking because that is definitely like a maroon.
Yeah. It didn't like shoot as well as it looked in person. It was pretty cool because like the jelly kind of built up a little towards the end of my nail. So in person, it looked darker at the tip than it did at the base, which actually was very cool. Also, if you're playing along at home and you're looking at this picture, you may notice my nails are short.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, be like, oh, it is the first picture with your new nubbies.
My new nubbies, my poor baby nubbies. Yeah, I got into some hot water, you may say, as in a bathtub and also a hot tub, when I was in Canada. And yeah, my nails were like, hey, we were kind of thinking about breaking, but now that we are completely saturated with water, we're pretty sure about that.
We're gonna go ahead and schedule that for right now.
Yeah, and so we're dropping off Doomed, and I went to buckle my seatbelt, and snap. Yep. Luckily, no pain. Not past the nail bed. It looks, okay. It looked fine. It's okay. You know, this happens. You got to start fresh. It's just how the world works, but. I was very sad And so I had to go to Doom's house and use her nail clipper and go home with my favorite finger, my middle finger, my flipper, shorter than the rest of them.
Yeah, I posted today my alien nails, and Anna from AEP Beauty messaged me. She was like, your nails are getting so long, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I know, it's dangerous. They're getting into that dangerous territory. So I really ought to file mine down a little bit because they're too much.
I need a filing assistant because I hate filing my nails.
I really hate it. I hate filing for length. You know what I mean? I don't mind filing the edges for like cleanup and stuff, but like sitting there and just filing and filing and filing, trying to get them down. I'm like, can I just clip them? And then I think, no, I can't. That'll make them break faster.
Oh my gosh.
So annoying.
This person I follow on Instagram, Bug Nails, he's pretty cool.
I follow them too. They're cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Posted a video of them trimming down, like reshaping their nails from square to oval, and they used a round nail clipper on the edge of their nail, and I was watching in horror. I was just like, look, you do what you want to do. These are your nails.
They're
You're
nails.
not gonna die. You're not hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody else except for I am taking psychic damage right now.
Yes. No.
That's it. But I don't know. Their nails are amazing. So
yeah, it all depends on, your personal preference and your personal nail types. For me, my thin, flaky, little pathetic nails, no. Like I'll try to cut them with a clipper. That'll introduce a crack that will become a break, and it's over.
Yeah, like my nails are pretty like thick, not thick, but like they're sturdy nails. But because of that, it's hard for me to even get a clipper through them. And then once I do, they're absolutely gonna crack because like all the stress of me of getting it through. Right. So if you can do it, more power to you. I can't. Danny can't. You probably shouldn't, but, Bug Nails is an adult.
Yeah, right? Making their own decisions.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are like, oh man, I didn't know water is why my nails break and stuff, I do have one little pro tip for you. Not pro tip. I paint the underside of my nails with a nail strengthener. And that helps, it doesn't have to be nail strengthener. You could just do a base coat or something. And all that does is just seal your nail in from water and keeps it from getting saturated. So there you go. Next time you're getting in a hot tub, just paint the underside of your nails.
Yeah, I honestly should have done something like that, but I didn't. And here we are.
It's okay. The journey begins again.
Yeah, I also like when I've had a nail shape and length for too long, I honestly do like start getting a bit antsy. I don't know if you experience that at all or if you're just like happy with your nail length.
I love my nail length.
I'm like, oh, I want it shorter. I want it oval. I want it lipstick. I want it like, I do wish they had broken on an angle again because then I would have gone back to lipstick and the world would have rejoiced. But,
lipstick nails, yes, please.
Yeah, I love the lipstick nails. Like, honestly, I'll probably do that like once a year from now on. My nails grow so fast, thank goodness. But I think that's partially what it is. My nails grow so fast that my nail length it just doesn't feel permanent. And so I'm like, oh, well, might as well just do something fun, like I'll be like opening a box, be like, these nails are too long. I should cut them right now just for this task.
I do kind of like the new feeling of when your nails do break and you have to cut them and stuff. And then, it's like getting a haircut, right? Like the edges they get a little raggedy after a while. So like having a nice fresh edge, it does feel pretty good. But no, I never changed my nail shape because my nails grow kind of funky. And they are very resistant. The way my C curves are is very resistant to changing the shape. So like they just are what they are. It feels like no matter how I file them, they always look kind of the same. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, my nails grow kind of funky too, which is actually why I do like changing shape because like regardless of what shape they take, they're gonna end up getting funky at some point. That's also kind of why I like the lipstick shape so much because the side that I like to file the lipstick shape to is always the side I have the issue with. So when I do the lipstick, it just like removes the problem. It's like, it creates a whole new special problem. All right. I think that it might be time for us to oil our cutes. So let us go oil our cutes. And when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit about more of our recent purchases and releases that have been coming out this time of year. So stay tuned. Okay, we are back. Our cuticles are moisturized, in their lane, thriving. I have put on my homebrew oil and I topped it, I sealed it in with my bag balm.
Yes,
as we do here.
Bag balm.
the balm for my bag. By my bag, I mean my cutes.
Yes.
By my cutes, I mean my cuticles. So we're going to go into just some of the stuff that we have acquired since the last time we talked about stuff we acquired.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. It's been a whole month since we've told anybody really stuff that we've gotten.
How can people go any longer without us telling them?
How can they live vicariously through us? It's very hard if you don't know what our lives are like.
So we talked about this briefly in the Jill interview episode, but both of us got gifted the Love Songs Trio Volume 3, which were these really amazing glitter polishes packed with reflective glitters from Glisten and Glow. So thank you, Jill. They're gorgeous. I still love them. They made so many great Valentine's looks. I think my favorite is I did these red roses with the champagne background, and I didn't even realize it until I posted it, and someone said, "Oh, they look like bell nails." I was like, "Oh, they do."
They did.
And they're gorgeous. So those were awesome for February.
Yeah, that was such a beautiful set and so packed with colored reflective glitter. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we have a love-hate relationship with glitter. Not with glitter. We love glitter.
With reflective glitter.
We have a love-hate relationship with reflective glitter. But I just feel like these were such great reflective glitter bombs. Like, that's what they were. They were in your face. They were what they were. And I just could not stop staring at them. I loved skittling them.
Yes, and they look good without the flash. Like, with the flash, you get to see the reflective glitter, and it's amazing. But also, they, like, are beautifully shimmery and shiny without a flash. And I think that's why I don't like a lot of reflective glitters, is because they completely rely on the reflective part, and they don't, like, make the polish look interesting without them. But these did. These had, you know, a really beautiful color to them, and they actually looked like glitter polishes without a flash on them, which was nice. So, yeah, I really liked the looks we made with those.
Yeah, and I feel like also doing the Skittle with the 3 polishes made me realize that 3 polishes is actually a really good number for Skittles. Like, I never thought of that before. I was always like, oh, I need 5 or at least 4. But actually, you get to have, like, the same color on your index and pinky, and it's like a nice little bookend.
It is. I like to do, I'm trying to think. So if you have 3 colors, yeah, I like to do 1, 2, 3, 2, usually, so that my middle and pinky, and then whatever's on my ring finger on my thumb, so that, like, the middle finger is like the accent nail or whatever.
Interesting.
Or sometimes, I don't know, there's, like, even with just 3 polishes, there's, like, so many different orders you could do them in and make it look cool. So
yeah, I do 1, 2, 3, 1.
1, 2, 3, 1. That works too. Yeah, I like that too. Or making the pointer in the middle 2 different colors, but then the ring and the pinky the same color, or vice versa. I don't know. Anyway, y'all should play with that.
Yeah. Take
3 polishes and just go ham.
Yeah, just try it out. Just try it. So I did that. I've been trying to do a little bit of low buy-ish-ness. I have been going out, you know, to TJ Maxx and stuff. And then I did do a big Orly. I'm always like, I'm not really doing a lot except for just feeding my massive Orly habit, which will never die. Orly has a $5 polish party, which is kind of hard to find from the main website. I don't know if it's up right now, but I end up having to search it on Google to get there.
They did send me an email. I'm on the promotional email list or whatever, and they did send a link to it, the polish party. Yeah, and it's sale on sale or whatever. And I had to close that window because I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
right now. But it's a
Yeah,
really
there's a
good
few
deal.
things that you have to actually search on Google that you can't find on actual websites. As far as I'm aware, the Orly Polish Party you can't actually get to through their navigation. You have to search it on Google and go there. Also, same with the free starter kit for Maniology. You can get that, but you have to Google it.
You have to go in the backside. Yeah.
You have to go in the backside, the back way. So yeah, I bought a bunch in the backside. Yeah. So yeah, I bought a bunch from the Polish Party. I think I bought, I bought all of the Holo jellies, which y'all were here when Danny and I decided to like those.
Yes, we hated them. We thought they were gross and weird, and then we talked ourselves into them by reminiscing on the 90s jelly sandals and blow up furniture, and we were like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, and that plus fluid art is what I wore to Canada, actually. Yeah, and there's a lot of really great ones right now. There's Kick Glass, which is their flaky iridescent topper that I've always kind of had my eye on. Also, almost everything from the Pop Collection. And, the Pop Collection was weird, but the Pop Collection polishes were great. So,
oh yeah, individually, they do fine.
Yeah. Also, they're black and they're white are in this $5, and I got the white, and I really like the white. And I'm shocked to find out that the company that prides themselves on being like the French manicure company's white tips polish is a good white, but it's very opaque, very even. I really love it. So there is just so much great stuff, both breathable and non-breathable, a lot of glitters, Party Animal, Dancing Queen, Turn It Down. If you want to just have a flat out bad topper, they have Dopey Square, which is funny for the joke. That was also from the Pop Collection. It was only supposed to be the special gift, but my guess is that they're not offloading those very fast.
Probably not, since it looks like nachos in watered down milk.
That's my favorite breakfast food, actually.
Ew.
No, so gross. I did buy the Wild Natured Orly Color Pass because it was really funny. One of the best things about Sale on Sale, and you can look at it, is that they have the Orly Color Passes on sale, and then you add the extra code and get more on sale. And then they also had the collections on sale. So I could have spent like $48 on just the 6 Wild Natured polishes. Or I could spend like $24 for all 6 Wild Natured polishes and 2 special gifts.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing the math over there, but you can. I think you can figure out which one is the better deal. I love the Wild Natured collection. That's been one of my favorite color passes. I don't feel like I wear the polishes as often as I want to because they are very bold colors. Like they're very rich. But they're beautiful and I love them a lot. And you know what? Maybe I'll wear the green today because I've been wearing a lot of green for March, for Hillary. She's having a little like March greens thing on Instagram, and I decided to do it on my right hand. So all of my right hand polishes this month are going to be green. The uglier the better for Hillary.
Only the ugliest for Hillary.
Only the ugliest greens.
Orly finally put the NASA polishes on their website with the discount code.
Yes, it's Liftoff. It's still on there. Probably by the time this episode comes out, it'll still be on there. But yes, I was waiting because I have seen people order from Ulta, and it comes like all the polishes in one bag, clanking together, getting smashed in the mail. I was like, absolutely not. So yeah, I waited for Orly to put them on their website, and they did with a discount code, so I got the whole collection. I can't wait till they get here.
US shipping is free, $40 and up, and if you buy just the polishes and use the code, that will get you like just a free shipping and almost no more.
Nice.
It gets it to like $40.70,
which is perfect. That is so perfect.
Yeah. I had like I was kind of on the fence about the NASA collection because I'm not the biggest fan of the polishes. They're growing on me. Mm-hmm. I wasn't the biggest fan of the colors. The black I thought was really cool. The black jelly I was really excited about. The other ones, I mean, the gold, I'm still just like, well, I'll have this now.
Yeah, and for me, mostly it was the topper that really caught my eye and stuff. But like, as a set, like they're just they're one of those collections, right, that are just a talking point. And I was gonna pass on them, but then I showed them to my husband. I showed Hillary's video, and he was like, "Oh, those are cool. You got to get those." Like, even my dad would be interested in you talking about those polishes, which his dad is famously uninterested in my nails. And I was like, you know what? You're right. This is a good, like, just to have collection.
Yeah. When you posted in my Discord about the sale, I was like, well, there it goes.
There it goes.
There it goes.
It's happening.
It's happening. I'm getting it. So I got those, and then yeah, and I'm just gonna kind of wait around and see what else. There is one thing that did not catch my eye, but it did catch your eye.
Yes, as all of the collections do, I am still a die-hard Holo Taco collector. I get every single box. I get every single polish. I skip out on some of the, like, polish adjacent things, but yeah, I got the Holo Taco Chromes collection. I watched the launch stream. I got hyped with everybody, and I felt a little alone, to be completely honest. It feels like a lot of conversations in our community lately have been about how we're, not hyped for the new collection, and I'm gonna skip this one, and I'm not gonna worry about the box and stuff like that. And I'm just like hugging my little chrome box, like, oh, I still care. And I am excited about them. I just got them in the other day, and I haven't had a chance to play with them, but I'm gonna play with them this evening. And because I've never had a chrome polish, so this is very exciting for me.
Oh, you've never had a chrome polish ever?
Not that I know of. That's the thing about, I think, why I'm still so excited about Holo Taco, because Holo Taco is what got me into this hobby in 2019. So I'm still like a baby collector, even though I think a lot of people in my life would argue that this is not a baby collection. But like, so far as different formulas and stuff, Holo Taco is still kind of my first introduction to some formulas, including now chromes.
Yeah, I mean, Holo Taco did get me into the hobby, and I still like Holo Taco a lot. And I do have to say that this collection, when it first was shown, I had a lot of different thoughts about it. First off, the color scheme and the fact that it was chromes in this kind of, as people have been saying, this Easter egg chrome look. They kind of reminded me of the Winter Orly collection.
I do see that now that you've mentioned it, but to me, the formula is different enough. I see 80s Olympics when I look at them personally. And I love that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I will say they're better. Like, yeah. I didn't look at them and immediately go like, ugh. I was more like, oh, it's a spring collection. I don't usually like those, and this is no different. But they have been growing on me as I've been looking at them. But I also personally have started a thing, and I mentioned it, I think, on the podcast before. When things are not limited edition, I don't run to them immediately unless I really want and or need them right now. Mm-hmm. And Holo Taco doubly so, because how I view Holo Taco as a brand is very positively. They're really where I want to go for my staple polishes. I don't usually get a lot of their creams because they're a bit expensive, but they have all of those linear holos. They all work together so well. They have, they do have great creams. I've never been disappointed with the Holo. Okay, that's a lie. I've only been disappointed in the first launch of Holo Taco creams.
Yeah.
As was
before
everybody.
The reformulation, yes.
Yeah, they fixed it. But I love them for staples and basics. And Really Star, I was talking to Really Star, who's going to be coming out and visiting soon. She's a fellow streamer, if you don't know. And a mostly gel nail artist. She also is a digital artist. She made most of my assets on Twitch. Just incredibly talented, wonderful individual. Yes. But she asked if I had those, and I was like, no. And she's like, well, I like them for like details. And I'm like, I do like those for details. And the more I look at those polishes, the more I'm like, do I want them for details? And the answer is probably yes. Probably yes. But because they're not limited edition, I just wasn't like gonna run out and have this FOMO idea. And I've never been one to collect the boxes. I have one box, which was last Christmas's box, which I really liked. And then I bought another box set because people were like, are you gonna review the Dark Rainbow? And I was like, well, I want these polishes anyway. And then Doomed Red Shirt was like, I can't get the box. And I was like, okay, I'm getting the box. So I sent you the box. But yeah, so I'm just like not, I'm just kind of like, I want to spend my money elsewhere. I'd rather support even smaller brands. I'd rather get even more special polish. I'd rather get more stamping plates, more nail art items. And so it's just not at the top of my list. And yeah, there's a lot of people who are like that right now.
Yeah, because Hillary was talking about it in her last video that she's kind of stopped collecting the boxes and all that kind of stuff. And that's fine, like to each their own and stuff. But I still like my box collection. I have them on display on some shelves in my room, and I just like to look at them, open them every now and then and be like, ooh.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, everybody in the nail community, we're just little magpies. We just want to look at something pretty.
I just want to look at shiny things.
Oh my goodness. Husbando texted me while I was in Canada, like, I got a present for you, and it's small. I don't know if you'll want it, but I saw it and I thought of you, and I came home and he's like, oh, this is the thing I got you. I don't know if you'll want it because you're not a crow. And what it was like a very, very thick, those sequins that you rub certain ways and it's one side's one color, the other side's the other color. It was just like a very thick ribbon of that. I was like, I love it.
I am a crow. I
am a crow.
Put in my nest.
Yes, exactly. I'll add it to my nest.
We'll trade you some nice rocks for it or whatever.
Like, everybody in this hobby is just trying to find pretty things to look at, to adorn their lives, to make it more enjoyable. So yeah. I'm glad you're still into Holo Taco. For one thing, a lot of people are still into Holo Taco.
Yes. I have been getting, especially in March here, I might have overbooked myself, but I've been signing up for a lot of Instagram collabs, and a couple of them have been like Holo Taco based or Holo Taco themed or whatever. And so I know there's plenty of Holo Taco lovers still out there. It is just interesting to see who I consider influencers in my life, you and Hillary and a few others in our community, just kind of like be like, meh. And I'm like, am I crazy for still liking this? No, they're the ones who are wrong. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how tastes change and stuff, because like, honestly, besides Holo Taco, I am more interested in the newer, smaller indie brands and stuff, like Victorian Varnish, just launched in January, and I got their little grand opening duo and stuff, and I've been enjoying that. And I don't know if I told you about this one. I tried Potion Polish. Let me find my swatches for that one. Yeah, Potion Polish. I loved them. It's a little indie brand too that I don't know much about, but I really enjoyed their polishes. So Holo Taco is like my little holdout from like, this is where I started and this is what I'm like clinging to.
Yeah, I think another thing for me is that when Christine was really the forefront of my mind, when she was making more content that I was interested in, I was a lot more excited for her stuff. And for me personally, she's not making a lot of content I'm interested in right now.
I completely agree with that. I do not watch her gaming content. I don't watch people play games except for like, two people on Minecraft.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. Yeah, I don't watch gaming content, and I totally understand that. I really just watch Holo Taco content now. I watch Holo Taco's channel more than Simply's channel, except for launch days.
Yeah, I think for me, another thing is that nowadays nail polish and the consumption of it and wearing it is such a social event.
Yeah.
I would rather buy polish from somebody I know.
Yeah, like you said, it's a social aspect. And I guess that's the only part that makes me a little sad is we used to, I say we, like the Polish Posse, like enough of us used to get the collection at the same time and then talk about it and show off to each other and stuff like that. And I do miss that a little bit. I miss like us all getting our Holo Tacos around at the same time, except for that one time they took 28 days to get to.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. That was kind of the nail in the coffin.
That was the nail in the coffin.
28 days, and then I hated the polish, and then they sent me 2, and I was like, well, I appreciate the effort, but I hate this. I'm taking a break.
The days of old when we would all get the collection at the same time. Now we've all kind of like found our own niches and stuff, and get different stuff. You know, like Southpaw is really into wildflower lacquer, and that's kind of her brand. And I'm starting to get it more into like I said, these little indie brands and stuff. And I mean, at least we both have Glisten and Glow. That's exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
And Orly. We'll always have Orly.
We'll always have Orly, because you can't escape Orly.
You can't.
I think that's another reason that I think people are getting a little less interested in Holo Taco, is that there's so many choices for these specialty polishes now. Yes. Including Orly. Mm-hmm. You know, Orly's making holos. Orly's really stepping up their game. Mm-hmm. And you know, I don't sit here and worry about Holo Taco's finances. I know that she's living a good life, so I'm not sitting here like, oh, I need to support. And I know people say they want to support Simply Nailogical, and I think that's great. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, like, sure, because I've heard people be like really negative about that take. Yeah, and I love seeing people I love succeed, even if they're already successful. I love seeing them succeed more. Yeah. And I would never hold that against somebody that they just want to see their girl thrive. Yeah. I also want to see her thrive. But like, if I am paying another nail polish creator or buying a Kelly Marissa collab or any of that stuff, I am supporting somebody who needs it to put food on their table. And when I do it for Simply Nailogical, it's really kind of the same as doing it for Orly. You know, like, my one purchase isn't going to change the world for them.
No, but it might for some of these indie polishes, you know, and especially these newer companies coming out and stuff like that. Like, I love that feeling of discovery, first of all, like feeling like I'm one of the exclusive few that will, oh, I bought the first Victorian varnish. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I know really a lot of people did, but like, it is really special to be there for a newer brand and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just time marches on, and it's weird, but it just keeps going.
The times, they are changing, and I think you'll find, I don't want to spoil too much. I think that you're going to find that over time, the times, they are going to be a changing for Danny and I as well. Yeah. And in very positive ways. Don't take this as like, oh my gosh, they're changing this. Two Lacquered Ladies is going to remain. We're going to have more guests. We are going to have more episodes, just me and Danny. It's going to largely remain the same, but we have a lot of projects that are in the works, and it is physically painful for me to hold it all in.
Want to spill the beans so bad.
I want to spill the beans so bad. It's going to be a while before you know what is in store. I know you're going to love it. The people who I have spilled the beans to, the like 2 people, have been like, that was me making my little intensify face from from my Twitch channel. But we have I'm overwhelmed in a good way about, I think we have a really bright future for this community and stuff that we want to share with you all. And I just really hope you keep sticking around, keep checking in. If you want to bait me into spilling the beans, you gotta come to the stream, because I do often say stuff to the stream that I won't say to other people. And I realize that the streams are on VOD, and that I'll probably eventually even put them on YouTube, so you'll be able to see them there. But yeah, if you watch the stream, sometimes you can get little tidbits you can't get anywhere else, because I hate to break this to everybody, but I am so bad at keeping secrets. If you want me to keep a secret, you have to be like, do not say anything. And I'll be like, okay. And then I won't. But so you gotta come to the stream in order to learn more about what we're doing. We're doing a lot of movie nights and stuff. We're doing one every 2 weeks. There's a chance that might move up to once a week, because we love movies, and the people who come to see the movies, we've always got my mod team is usually there, and Nikki's Nails is usually there, and we're just getting more and more. We had a few new people at the last one, and it was just fabulous. And yeah, thank you all so much for listening. We've had so many new listeners since we put out the last 2 podcasts.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining. I'm so excited about y'all.
Yeah. And just being in my stream and having people say, like, I listen to the podcast. I love it. It's, I feel like Danny and I were talking last night. We feel like we have moved on from our primary form of content creation being Twitch to our primary form being the podcast. And I like that way.
Yeah, I do too. I'm very happy.
I need attention. So I will keep streaming because I need your validation and attention and to talk to you one-on-one. So don't worry about that.
And someone to blame when you spill all the secrets. Be like, my chat made me do it.
My chat made me do it.
It was chat. It was all
See,
chat.
if I don't have chat, then I'm just going to message random strangers being like, hey,
guess what?
You follow me. Guess what I'm doing? And they're just like, I just like that manicure you posted that one time. I don't even know who you are. Anyway, it's a day, everybody. But we're back. We're better than ever.
Yes.
And we love you. We love you so much.
Mwah.
Yes. Mwah. Kisses all over your face
all
just
around.
for you. Yes. Now everybody quarantined for 2 weeks. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I think that I've got a lot of editing to do, but that's fine. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to check out Danny and I on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. I am Fanaticure. She is Danny Shout. All of our links are in the description. Join us next time where we review every brand of baked beans at the grocery store, as is on brand for us.
Stay lacquered.